Hey guys, welcome to the session. Good morning or good evening, wherever you're joining from.
Good morning, sir.
Hey Prashant.
Can you quickly confirm, like, were you able to see my screen? Are you able to see my screen and able to hear me properly?
Yes.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Okay, cool. Thank you for confirming. Let's wait for a couple of minutes more for the others to join in. Okay, in the interest of time, we'll quickly start the session. So yeah, welcome to the session, guys. Welcome to the course of Agentic AI Developer course, where we'll be learning from scratch and we'll be traveling towards GenAI and Agentic AI. So a quick check, and I want to say, so I'm in the next slide. I'm going to show you a logo of one of the LLM, and let's see, like, were you able to? Will you able to find that or not? Let's see. Anyone can identify this logo is from which LLM? Yeah, Chenna Reddy has answered the question, and that's correct. So it is from Grok, and as we know, as from it is from X, alias Twitter, right? Grok AI is they recently launched a AI chatbot by X, and unlike other typical, I was talking about the latest version, which is very different than other typical chatbots. So this tends to be robotic, and Grok AI is more like human-like, which is distinct, having a distinct personality to it. And of course, like it will not shy, and and it will not shy to answer some random or weird questions also. So, and if you see in the top board, Grok is number one in programming wise. So as of today, maybe, right? So every day the models are getting trained and getting improved, and as of today, Grok is number one in the leaderboard in the coding based LLM platforms. Okay, so we'll learn all those things soon. Okay, and coming to me, like, as you guys know, I'm Prashant, and I'm the Gen and Agentic AI course trainer in KSR Institute, and I'm working as a lead Gen AI developer. And I do have 15 years of experience in software industry, and I do have 7 years of experience in teaching field, where I started teaching from Python, and slowly I moved as per part of my career. I was moving from Python to data science, machine learning, deep learning, NLP, and GenAI, and last couple of years I'm teaching this Gen and Agentic AI course. And welcome to the session, guys. And today, the complete course main goal is to raise the students from scratch to success. So that is why we started with the very basic things like SQL and Python, and slowly we'll move towards to agentic AI. But for that, we need to have a strong foundations. That's why we're starting as a slow pace, and slowly we'll move into the projects and all those stuff. And yeah, and today's agenda is we'll understand what is Gen AI. We'll understand a big picture. Like, of course, we need to start building our mindset in a way that how Gen AI works. Similarly, so that we'll be able to build products based on LLMs, right? That is how we'll be able to achieve the things. So, in order to, before getting into the concepts and practicality and learning, right? First, we need to build our mindset. We need to understand LLM better. Once we are able to understand LLM better and what are the features, and so basically, you need to understand how it works and what kind of features it has, all those stuff. Then only we can achieve something out of it, and we can be able to build a beautiful applications. And nothing new. ChatGPT, I no need to explain everyone. Every mobile app has, every mobile has ChatGPT app, and they are doing the conversation. Even my wife, when she want to do cook upma, or, the breakfast also, we use a lot, and that's a fun part. And coming to the next thing is why everyone obsessed with this mind-blowing ChatGPT? Is it a myth? Is it a bubble? Do you have any opinion on this? Is it a myth, or is it a bubble, or is it really that great, ChatGPT? Any idea?
Mm, it's not a method. It is like maybe bubble.
it's it's a reality. I believe, yeah, it's happening, but it's bubble. But at what sometime it will break. It seemed like as we started with searching in Google when it came, and after that it became normal.
Hmm, right. So let's try to see with some stats, right? We'll understand how the generation is moving towards, right? So, we do have, these three examples, right? I can say which got revolution in internet world, social media world, right? So, for each company, we'll try to guess a number, right? For reaching 100 million active users, how much time for Instagram it might have taken? Any guesses? It doesn't need to be correct or wrong. It's in months. You can just say.
Days, like days.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
TikTok also, I think, days or months.
Let's discuss about Instagram. Like any other guesses on Instagram? Not days. I will give a hint. Like it is uh, months, not days, for getting 100 million active users. Because Instagram, till that time, Gen Z was not there, so the penetration was not that fast. Any guesses, guys? So it took around 30 months. It is not days or simple months. It's more than a year, right? So it's 30 months it took for Instagram to proceed. Just give me a minute, guys. Just give me a minute. I will be back. I'm back, guys. So just give me a minute. Yeah, it's good. Okay, so for TikTok, right? Can anyone guess? So it is less than 30 months, but can anyone guess like how much time for TikTok to get 100 million active users?
Maybe 1 year.
Then
Mm-hmm.
10 months.
Any
Less
other
than 30
guess?
months, sir.
Yeah,
6
less than
months.
30 months.
8
Okay.
months.
Yeah, you guys are near though, right? It took around 9 months to achieve 100 million users because TikTok was it's a peak famous, right? And for getting 100 million users. And now comes to ChatGPT. What's your guess?
2 months. 2
Couple
months.
of days.
Yeah, actually, it took 2 months, as rightly said. So it took 2 months to get 100 million users. Of course, the buzz has started very quickly, but to hit this milestone, 100 million active users, right? So it took 2 months. I'm not saying like everyone is using, so we also need to use. Everyone using, why they are using, right? Does it providing any benefit to the people? Benefit to us, right? That is what we need to think on. I mean, I'm reading many news, and also even ChatGPT is helping my personal life. If I want to eat something, right? If it is spoiled or not, it is. I mean, now I don't have that much knowledge to check a fruit whether it is spoiled or not. Now I just post a photo and I can just say. And let's suppose if I want to cook some dinner for my dinner, and in fridge I have many vegetables. It's very for me. It takes some time to understand what vegetables are there and which recipe will be good, what are the combinations we need to do. I just post a photo of my fridge, what is there inside my fridge, so it will match up and will provide me based on my requirement. Like if I'm looking for healthy meal, then what and all has to mix and what is the recipe, all those stuff, right? So this kind of automating many tasks, right? Yeah, I mean, nowadays I no need to attend the meetings in the office. I can send my agent to the meeting and it will take a note of all the meeting conversations, and it will give me a summary in 2 3 lines which I need to know. And if I join that to Slack, I can chat with the meeting notes that what is the bottlenecks in the project based on the transcript recorded in the meeting, right? It will understand the things and it will provide me the list of bottlenecks. I no need to spend 1 hour or 2 hours in the call. I can just chat with the transcript and I can be able to achieve the things. So that is the reason that is the need of a human. It is like we need to know how it works and how we can utilize ChatGPT or any LLMs to build the production based applications. That is what the main aim of this course too, right? And now you will get, I mean, we saw it is great, and it is penetrating very quickly. And you'll have questions like, then what exactly is ChatGPT and GenAI? More broadly or in high level, and how it works, and how it be used in which type of applications, right? And whether we can use ChatGPT in our day-to-day works to automate some things, right? So these will understand in today's session. And will and yeah, before I start getting into that, so as you might have heard many things about Gen AI, right? What is the full form of Gen AI?
Generative AI.
Generative AI.
Yeah, generative artificial intelligence, right? So can anyone want to talk about what is generative AI?
So generative AI will work based on prompt, like whatever we have
Prompts.
given.
All right,
It's
prompts is one
generate
aspect. Yeah.
generate new thing, and
So basically, generative AI is it's any type of artificial intelligence that can be used to create new things. New things means new text, new images, new videos, new audios, and new code or synthetic data. It's an artificial intelligence thing that can be used to create new text or images or video or audio or code or synthetic data. That is what GenAI. So the name itself says, right? Generative AI. It generates new things. So I mean, before GenAI, right? Before this 3 years, before 3 years, I mean, suddenly OpenAI has come with LLM stuff, all the stuff. Before that, like we do have machine learning and deep learning things. So till that time, we had discriminative AI. Discriminative means to classify or categorize. What I'm talking about is if we have a problem statement, right? So if we have a problem statement like if we want to know based on the transaction whether the transaction is fraudulent or not, we'll be having merchant data, amount, and the location of the details. So with these details, you need to be able to in a situation to classify whether it is a fraud or not. It analyzes the historical data, identify the patterns, and categorize the future data. This is what discriminative AI, which was there in machine learning and deep learning. Is there any questions on this discriminative AI? Basically, we'll classify the stuff, whether it is fraud or not, or we'll be categorizing if I have multiple vegetables details, right? Then I will be classifying this vegetable. I mean, this thing is a vegetable or a fruit. Or if in vegetables, I can categorize these vegetables are belongs to root based, and these vegetables are grown in plants, and these vegetables grow in trees. Something grouping, categorizing. This is what discriminative AI is. Discriminative AI is clear.
Can you repeat?
Yeah, sure. So, I mean, before GenAI comes into picture, right? We do had machine learning and deep learning concepts, which is to identify and predict the data, the new data, to categorize them or to classify them. So, if we have a data, I mean, I did have a data to show you really quickly. I will just open it. Mm, it's okay. So let me pull out an Excel to show that. So let's suppose we do have a data called name, age, and class. Okay, and based on name, right? Age. Okay, let me take some small numbers so that we can able to predict the class. So 5th grade, and we do have age 12 and 6th grade, and we do have 5th grade and something like this, right? So this is historical data, and by seeing the pattern, we can create a pattern, right? What is the pattern we can see in this data?
Age and class.
Age and class are related, right? Where the age 10 and they belongs to class 5. So if I want to have a new data, then this is what I need to predict, the class which I need to predict. In this case, based on that pattern, what deterministic AI, what it will do is it will classify it, whether it is a 5th class or 6th class, right? So it will be 5. That is what AI will find it out. This is what I mean. This is one type of thing, and we do have and discriminative AI, where we'll discriminate whether it is a 5th class or 6th class. We are able to identify with the help of patterns, right? That is what discriminative AI. Is it clear now?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have a question, Prashant.
Yeah, go ahead, Manoj.
So the one that you showed, right? Just an example wherein it predicts. So isn't that regression?
అట్లా చూడొద్దు నాన్న, చూడు ఇను నేర్చుకో. నాకెందుకంట.
Let me mute. Okay, fine. Yeah, that's a good point, Manoj. It is numbers, so that's why you are thinking as regression. But even though these are numbers, these are fifth class, 6th class. Regression works on continuous data type, which we'll discuss in further classes. This is not continuous. This is a categorical. 5th class, 6th class. In regression models, there is chances that we'll get in fractions, 5.25, 5.65. We cannot have a class which is 5.25, right? So that's why this is categorical. This is not regression.
Okay.
Yeah. We'll discuss all those stuff. What Manoj asked, I mean, right now it not makes sense for few others who are new to these things, right? But we'll learn all those concepts slowly. Any other questions before I proceed?
No.
Okay. So yeah. So this is one type of discriminative AI, and we have other type of discriminated AI, which is a deep learning side. So if I ask to predict the model about this, what is this number is, right? It will again identify out of these 9 numbers, which number the answer is. So basically the machine learning model will find as 2, the deep learning model. This is also we are classifying or categorizing, or we are identifying which category it is. This is again one of the example of discriminative AI. Is it clear? Out of these 10 choice, I'm choosing one of the choice.
Yep.
Okay. So now coming to this LLM thing, right? Which is one of the example as ChatGPT. This is completely different than before. Till that time, we were we are discriminating the things like you belongs to here, you belongs to here, or you belongs to this category, you belongs to this category, something like that. Or we are predicting whether fraud or non-fraud, yes or no, true or false, or in particular categories, or particular number, something we are categorizing the stuff based on the data, based on the columns. Whereas in GenAI, we generate new things. That is the difference between this machine learning, deep learning stuff to GenAI stuff. Is it clear what is the difference between machine learning, deep learning to GenAI?
Yes.
So you can say combination of all permutation combinations of getting the things at one place.
Yeah, we'll see that how it works. That's true. Can anyone tell me like what is the full form of ChatGPT? Don't ask ChatGPT only to get the answer. I want it's a chat generative pre-trained transformer.
Okay.
Why we are saying, I mean, why I'm saying this thing here is we need to understand a lot from the description, the full form. First thing is chat, right? So chat means we, as someone said, right? We give prompts in GenAI. We give a message and it will respond back, which is normal chat, right? So that is what chat. Generative. It generates new content. Pre-trained. That means it makes sense that this LLM is pre-trained and it's a transformer. A generative AI large language model, right? That interacts in a conversational way. Who built, by the way, like who built this ChatGPT? Which company?
OpenAI.
Sam Altman,
Yeah,
OpenAI.
yeah, that's right. So this ChatGPT LLM has been built and trained, as it mentioned, pre-trained, right? So it has trained with a lot of news articles. News articles are very much needed in order to understand what happened last year at this time. If I mean, I do still remember, like in my childhood, if I want to know any newspaper or any news, right, we go to library and we look for old newspapers and we used to find it out. Now it is very easy that with the help of ChatGPT we'll be able to know the news, and it has been trained with a lot of research papers. Is it easy for us to read the research paper and understand it? It is very
Prashant,
difficult. Yeah. So it is not that easy, right? First of all, we'll not able to understand the research papers. And this ChatGPT is trained with the research papers, and it will has the capability to transform the complex research papers into simple, understandable language. And it has been trained with books. So, I mean, last week I got a book, The Age of M's, which is Emulated Minds, from library. I was not getting time, and later I thought, like, okay, let's try to understand the full concept of this book. And I just asked the ChatGPT, what is there in that book. It just given me chapter by chapter in a single line. I mean, of course, the experience, the knowledge, I cannot compare the reading of the book, but I'm just saying if I want to have a quick glance, right, then this is one of the important. And my director, in order to, I mean, he likes a book of how to do the best interview, right? In order to read that book for him, it will take time. So what he do is, before the interview, he gives the prompt to ChatGPT, follow the principles of the interview. I don't exactly remember the book name. So he specified the book name, follow the principles of this book, and provide me the list of Python interview questions to recruit for this role. So he no need to read the book, he no need to follow, right? But ChatGPT will do it for us. And documentation, it has read tons of documents, and Wikipedia, the whole Wikipedia is there in ChatGPT, and scholarly articles, like I mean, the people from bigger PhDs and all those them, their articles is also one of the very value added thing, right? Now the question comes like, how do we train an LLM? But how this OpenAI has done this, like how do they have trained a computer in order to become an LLM, right? It is simple. How we teach kids, right? The alphabets, we show them, we train them. We say that these are the small letter alphabets, these are the capital letter alphabets, and they will slowly learn it. Let me check our knowledge of the brain. If I show this word AMBE hyphen, can you guess what letter it might be? What fill in the blank,
Or
R.
I'm good.
Or
right? So because our brains has the knowledge of finding the letter, the next letter. That means our brain also is a predictive model. Our brain also is a generative AI. Of course, it is not artificial intelligence, it is natural intelligence. So it is a generative neural intelligence, right? That's correct. Like Amber is the right answer. So we are able to predict in the same way, right? These LLMs has been trained not only with alphabets or words, it has been trained with sentences and documents, paragraphs, all those stuff. And we can extend this, our learning, from letter to words, word to sentences. And LLM, it will think, if I give this kind of question to it, I hope this underscore, and it will think, does I have seen this kind of pattern of the data before? Then it will remember and it will say, yeah, I think the next words will be finds you well. As this, our brain has been, how it has been trained by reading many things, and we are able to predict the next letter. In the same way, ChatGPT and these LLMs has been trained with lot of documents, and now it is matured enough to predict, and it can generate new text. ChatGPT also do the same thing, but in a large scale. Like I mean, even so LLMs are being trained with billion amount of parameters, and I can say like exabytes of data. So right, so that's why the scale is high, and they are very good in generating the new text. And one important thing I would like to say, that ChatGPT doesn't do an internet search for answers. It will not look for any documents inside it. Basically, it doesn't store any documents or web pages or anything. It will read, it will remember the patterns, and it will save the patterns in it. And also, whenever you prompt, it won't go to internet and search for the answers. It will based as it is pre-trained. It has certain knowledge. Based on the knowledge, it will generate the output and provide us. Let me know, like I have covered like what is a ChatGPT and what is LLM and how it is different from ML and deep learning, and how the thinking of LLM models will be there and how it have been trained, right? So I mean, in high level only, we'll see each aspect in depth in practically soon. But as a big picture, did you understood what I was saying? If you have any questions, do let me know, guys. Okay, silence. If I assume
I'm
like
good.
you, yeah. Thank you for confirming. So as you guys are good, let's see. I mean, so I no need to introduce ChatGPT to you guys. You are well aware of it, but we'll just touch the space how it is working, right? We'll understand the capabilities in different angle. Till now, we were just in a focus. If I want some answer, we're just going to ChatGPT and typing the question, and we are getting the answer, right? So we were just answer seekers till that time. So now we'll try to investigate how LLM and ChatGPT works, right? And see what are the capabilities it has. Coming to the interface, I mean, I no need to introduce, you know, the browser, the easy way, chatopenai.com, where we can go and we can prompt and we can get the responses, right? And also, we also aware of the applications. It has iOS and Android application of ChatGPT, and the voice option also is there where we can speak to the ChatGPT and we can get the responses, right? And also there are several third-party apps which has integrated this chat windows, but we no need to go to that third-party apps because all the major LLMs, right, are open source where we can be able to prompt and get the responses without any cost. So we can go with the official apps only. And as you guys know, like it has free versions and plus versions. Would like to understand like free versions like available to everyone. There is no a differentiation, like everyone have the free version. You no need to log in also. You can directly chat and get the responses. And the full functionality of the chat is available for free. And this kind of issues are there, like certain times it may fail to respond. We need to reprompt it. That challenges are there. And that is because of the traffic time, right? So that is expected. And the lag also, the delay in response. So these will be there with free versions. Whereas when it comes to the paid version, which is available $20 per month now, as of now, right? This is the price. And for enterprise, it is again different pricing structure. But for individual user, it is $20 per month, and it is faster and better performance during peak times because they have added an extra servers to serve the people who are having the paid subscription, right? And priority access. So the latest versions of, I mean, if ChatGPT or any company's latest version of LLMs, right? The paid version, subscribed people will get an access to those when it comes to ChatGPT, like Sora and Phi access, right? So will be easily get with the paid version. And if they are planning to release any new versions also, we'll get to see at first. And one of the major thing with paid thing is API access. That is the place where developers has to be aware of. I mean, like last week when I was taking interview, right? I mean, the person has mentioned as he has. I mean, nowadays it is very easy to fake up in the resume. So has mentioned as GenAI and agentic AI, all those stuff in the resume, right? When I dig deep and try to understand about the models they have used and all those stuff, right? Then he was saying about Llama and some of the free versions. But technically speaking, right? None of the biggest MNCs and product-based companies, right? They won't use the free versions because open source comes as a free. That's a good thing, but it's a less secure for an organization to trust on. So that's why most of the companies, right, they use the paid subscriptions only, and also they will have in-house deployment of OpenAI. So even OpenAI ChatGPT, they have the subscription model, and also they have the private cloud-based OpenAI, where we each company can have their own LLM of OpenAI, where the data which we are prompting and responses, right, it will not go beyond the Azure cloud platform. It will not go to OpenAI company also. So these kind of private stuff, we need to understand how the companies maintain their own cloud and own LLM. So these and all things we need to understand, and which we can be possible only with the paid versions. I mean, did you understand? I mean, we discussed a few known things only, but I would like to say, like, if you have any doubts, let me know before I proceed and further thing.
No doubt.
Okay. Let's try to understand. I mean, just the capability, of course, like you guys are very well aware of it. So we'll try to understand the major concepts in the ChatGPT thing. One is conversations and memory. So even though it is a single chat, right, where I can type in, I can get the response, but it is not only single chat, it is conversation where I can ask multiple questions on top of multiple questions. Let me show one of the interesting way, right? Let me type like create a text game, about travel and geography. My score is 0. Ask multiple choice questions and then wait for my answer. Make the questions easy but fun. When I answer a question correctly, add 5 points to my score, and then ask new question. If I give a prompt like this, right? So it is, I mean, as I have asked, and you can, what we can observe is, so it is a game with the ChatGPT related to travel and geography. Why we are seeing this example? The reason is like, I mean, this has this capability. In case if I want to, right, in my project, if I want to conduct a quiz, right, I no need to look for a questions and no need to look for the choices, all the stuff. I can ask GPT to create a quiz for the project, real-time quiz, which is hosted in the company's website. This way, the knowledge of the team will get increased with the playing the quiz, and it's a game, right? Score. So the competition will be there. Who will get the highest score? So earlier, in order to orchestrate this kind of stuff, it was time consuming. Like one person has to dedicatedly work on this, identifying the questions, which is interactive, which is fun, and the choices. And we need to build a UI in order to achieve this kind of concept, right? It need to wait for the next question until I answer this question, right? And also it has to calculate the score. I need to write some backend program. So all these things got automated. Now, which country is famous in inventing pizza? Any guesses, guys?
Italy.
Italy.
Yeah.
Italy.
So if you see, it has understood. I just typed B. It might be a typo also, right? But it understood, and pizza comes from Italy, and it added 5 points to me, and it is asking the second question. So it understood that there is a first question which is done, and it is asking the second question. City of love.
A.
Paris.
Paris.
So you can see this kind of encouragement, right? With some icons. So all this creativity in order to for us to implement as a chatbot, in which is for some fun play for our project, which will take time. But if you see, like now it is calculated the score of my previous question, right, which was 0, and now it is 10 because 2 correct answers. So it is conversationable, right? Is this clear? ChatGPT or LLMs are conversation friendly, and it has a memory to store, where it is storing the complete conversation and also the score, all those stuff. What are the previous question? What is the next question? It will not repeat the question, right? So all these things will happen with the help of. I mean, that is the capability of LLMs. Is it clear? Conversation and memory.
Yes.
Yep. Yep.
Let's see the next feature of LLM, which is tone and style. Let me type one of the question, like explain AI for a friend who don't know about tech. So kindly explain in simple terms. So what we need to understand here, right? So I have clearly mentioned to ChatGPT that I need to explain to my friend, right? So based on that, the tone and style will be set. And also I am explaining in simple terms, right? That's why it is explaining in simple way, in simple words, in very simple explanation, and with detailed things, right? I mean, I no need to explain about this, but you need to understand the tone and style. So because I'm working in finance domain, right? So for me, if I want to generate about a company in share market, right? If I want to explain about a company, it should not be like friends conversation. It should not be like parents and kids conversation. It should be like a big company which is very good in finance sector, who has very good knowledge, and it has to be a financial analyst who might have written the description, right? That is the role, and that is the tone it has to maintain, and the style, it should not be simple language, it has to be investor friendly language. So based on the need, based on the audience, based on the writer, right, the tone has to be set and style has to be set. And if I'm serving different country customers, UK, US, Canada, India, right, everyone have their own kind of type of English. If I use the same English everywhere, then it is not a game changer. Whereas if I change the dialect and some wording, spellings as part of the country specific English, right, then that will be more user friendly, and that's where we can attract the customers. Is the tone and style is clear for you guys? Is the tone and style is clear?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's clear.
Thank you for confirming. And the next feature. First one is we discussed about conversational memory. Second one is tone and style. And the third one is providing correction and feedback. ChatGPT or any LLM are very good in accepting feedbacks, because day by day these LLMs are getting better. How they are getting better? Based on the feedbacks. Let's see for that. Like, so if I ask, create a sample data set of 5 customers, include first name, last name, age, income, retirement age, and risk tolerance. It's common. I mean, I got the data set. So, and yeah, let's me change to the format of CSV, right? Because as we are working in data platform, we need to get a lot of data to work with. Instead of waiting from the client or waiting from someone to get the data, right, we can generate our own data set and we can start working on it. So format the data in CSV format. So it gives me in a CSV format. And so it has, it is good. And now I can give a feedback. There are multiple ways I can give feedback. One is this response. I can say good or bad, right? And also, or you can prompt saying that change the age. Right now I'm trying to correct age of Sarah to 68. Right now it is in 45. Two things will happen here. One is, based on the need, it has changed the data set. That is okay, because we have given the prompt, it has changed it. And also LLM, based on the second prompt, it understood that I mean, if more people are asking similar kind of change, right, then it will get trained, it will get modified, the behavior. And maybe if more people are asking similar kind of thing, whenever someone asks for data set, right, then it will directly give 68 instead of 45. That is how the feedback and corrections happen in the LLM world. Is it clear?
Yeah, Prashant.
Yep.
So till now, we saw like what is the capability of this LLMs, right? Now it is very much needed to understand, and I mean this is very much required for us as a developers. We need to know the pitfalls of ChatGPT. So one of the major thing is the recency of data. So these are trained some time back. If I want to know what is the stock price of Alphabet today, okay, it has the capability now, but I'm talking about the models. Okay, which model it is using is general topic, but now this GPT is also I mean getting with the help of Tavli search. So Tavli is one of the platform where it it does the web search and it will bring us the data, right? So if I mean we can also ask like how old is the data you were trained on. If you see, so this LLM has the knowledge till June 2024. It doesn't have all the capability after 2024. It doesn't have the knowledge basically. So if any article or any articles or any papers, research papers has published after this time duration, right? Then this GPT or any books, right? So this GPT will not be able to answer those questions. One thing it can do is via web search it can do, but basically like it doesn't have that knowledge. So recency of data is one of the challenge in LLM world. Is it clear? Recency of data?
Can you explain one more time, Prashant?
Yeah. So this LLM is trained. I mean, the ChatGPT which I'm looking now, the version which I'm using currently, right? It has trained data which is generated by various sources, Wikipedia, books, all the stuff, till June 2024. So this LLM has the knowledge till June 2024 only.
So everything you mean to say, or just the stock prices related data?
No, everything.
Oh, okay.
All the LLMs has their own date, and the latest version will be with the latest data, but the version which I'm using, right? So
Mm-hmm.
it is very much important that as a developers, we need to know which model we are using, and that model has been trained with till what date.
Okay.
So that is very much important. So that is what recency of the data. So this model doesn't have the information about 2025 year at all. It doesn't know anything about 2025. What instance happened? What other things happened? But it has the capability to, as I asked, recent data. So if anything asks 2024 before, so it will answer, it will generate the answers. But as I'm asking the recent data, it doesn't have the information. It is going to internet and search for the information and providing me, and it is providing me the source also.
Got it. Thank you.
Yeah. So others like
Prashant,
is yeah.
here, can we disable that internet and do the thing to get
Yeah,
what is it?
settings will be there. Tools maybe there might be web search tool. Yeah, this tool is there, right? By default, it has enabled it. I mean, if we enable this, it will do the web search and give me the answer. I haven't enabled it, but still, like as it is understanding based on the question, and it is going to internet and getting me the answers.
Okay.
So that is one more problem I will discuss now, Mahinder. Like how to play with. I mean, I will explain that in some time.
Sure. Thanks, Prashant.
Prashant, I have one question in continuation to what you explained.
Mm-hmm.
So you said recency of the data, right?
Mm.
Now, why does a model always have a cutoff date? I mean, understanding that memory and intelligence is not a question, but would like to understand. I understand that every model that comes in is updated one, but why can't one model work for maybe a good period of time?
Right. So, I mean, training an LLM, right? It is not that easy. Like, we need to have trillions amount of GBs, or I mean, we need to say it's petabytes or exabytes of data. In order to train the data to a model, it will take some time because we cannot process the data like exabyte of data in seconds. We haven't reached to that stage. So so that's the reason, like in order to train with the data what has been generated, and year on year the data getting generated, right? It is huge. So when we see from 2024 to 2025, as we are in the data world, so the data collection has been become more. Wherever we go, the data is getting collected via IoT devices. Even in the shops, if I go, it they will take our phone numbers, and they will track all the items which we bought. So I mean, everywhere they are collecting the data. So the data is more. In order to train the data, right? It takes a lot of natural resources. They use a lot of water. They use a lot of server, and they use a lot of electricity, and it needs more resources to train. It is not easy, and that is the reason in the whole world we just have around 500 LLMs, not more than that in whole world. It is not that easy to train a model, and updating the model also, it is not that easy. it it takes time, it takes more resources, it needs a lot of money, and so that is the reason.
Okay.
I will give one more example. Like in order to train a small, so mini model, right? LLM model, it it costs around 50,000 USD, 50,000 USD dollars. And if you talk about the models which are serving like these big models, right? I mean, yeah. I mean, do you guys able to hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
Prashant.
Yes.
Yeah, Prashant.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes.
So yeah, I mean, if you talk about cutting edge LLMs, which are like Grok, right, and which are coming GPT-5, all those stuff. I mean, it takes around $200 million USD dollars, something around like that. So I mean, the staff has to be paid, right? The workers who are doing this training process, and the servers, electricity, water usage, all those stuff. And
Prashant,
yeah.
sorry, how perplexity and all that Indian models, which is just made in here, so how they have just turned up? Are they are just getting the same money, or the invested the same money to build that?
That's right. The same money. I mean, for any company, right? It needs the same money.
Okay.
And so, I mean, as we say, Perplexity is India, right? The founder is from India. That's true, but the headquarters is in US and has been funded by most of different countries, not only India. It is just
Okay.
founder by our Indian, so that's why we're talking. But the headquarters, everything is in US, and the funding also from US. It's basically it's not from India. I mean to say, it's from US only.
Okay. Okay. Thanks.
Okay, coming to we discussed about recency of the data, and let's see. Just a second. There is this. Yeah. Okay. So we discussed about recency of the data, and I hope you guys understood that. And I would like to show one more thing, like the question someone asked, right? If disabling the search, web search, all those stuff, right? So the one of the biggest problem where, I mean, in real world in production. So I mean, today also we were discussing on the same in the office hours, where the response from LLM was not as expected by the subject matter experts. So we are doing a project which is to help the writers, so the people who write the about the companies. I mean, if we go to any money controller screener.in, right? uh, I mean, any website which talks about like Bloomberg websites, which talks about the companies, how this company is doing, and how the performance, all those stuff, right? We were trying to build a solution to automate that stuff. We have completed the project, and we are getting some output. Earlier, the financial analyst used to sit and write. He used to take 3 to 4 days of time to write about a company, right? The solution which we have built with agentic AI, and this solution do this commentary, I mean this performance description writing, right? For it takes around 1 hour to write for 100 companies. I mean, more than that. Like so again, it is divided into sectors and subsectors and multiple companies. Let's not get into that. Like it used to do in a minute. In a minute, it used to give me around 5 company information. So earlier, the financial analyst was taking 4 days of time, which it is automated. But still, okay, we have done the automation. We did a good job. That's not the end of the game. Now we need to compare the how effective the LLM has written. Is it same as the writer used to write by spending 4 days? Is it the same, or is it the better, or is it poor? When we discuss with them and when we discuss with the users, right, they were not satisfied that much. I mean, they are satisfied. They have given the rating 6 out of 10, but still, like, our aim was to reach at least 8. Then we have achieved something. So that problem is there with LLMs. We call it as hallucinations and incorrect answers also. And LLM is not the same, like it's not a programmatic way where if I ask a question now, it will give an answer. If I ask the same question in the next minute, I will not get the same answer, because it creates the output based on the time. I mean, time means based on the situation, based on the history of the chat, right? There are a lot of things, and also we do have parameters, how creative it has to be. We'll all discuss these things, but I'm trying to explain. So it is not consistent. It can give incorrect answers. It can hallucinate. Hallucinate means if it doesn't know the answer, right, it will give some answer. If you remember, like in earlier days in childhood, when we get a question paper which we don't know, we used to write the film stories, right? If you remember that. So
Yeah.
similar way, ChatGPT also will do that. I'm not saying that. Let me show the thing to you. So open AI Langchain better index. I mean, this is like where we can read about ChatGPT, right? I mean, this is all we know. It has been conversational way, all those stuff. But when we scroll down and see the limitations, right? ChatGPT sometimes writes plausible sounding and incorrect or nonsensical answers. They clearly mention in the first point itself that this is not a good thing. Oh my god, now we have come here to learn agentic AI developers, but the core feature itself is not prominent. Then why we need to learn, right? So that is where our duty comes into picture. GenAI developers or agentic AI developers or prompt engineers, right? Our duty is to make LLM work as per the requirement by avoiding this hallucination, by avoiding these incorrect answers. There are multiple ways to achieve better outputs. We'll discuss as part of the course, but I'm just trying to explain the limitations and the problems with LLM. Is it clear?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. And another limitation, the last limitation. So, I mean, I do remember like 2 years back, right? When I scold an LLM, it will scold me back. In earlier versions of LLMs, it was so common that to see answers which are race, gender, age bias answers. And also I see, I mean, I remember like 2 years back, there was questions people were asking how to prepare the real bombs, nitrogen bombs, or I mean, how to construct destruction, right? So people were asking, and it is able to answer these type of questions. Of course, day by day, the LLMs are matured enough, but still, why this is happening? Why racism is coming in LLMs? Why bias? Why age discrimination? Why these are all are happening?
Because specific country data have different orientation and perspective on their ideas. At the end of the day, it's like a data all over the world. So it means that um, the orientation towards for some data is the same, the mindset.
That's right, Sai. Like you explained it very well. So that's correct, because these LLMs are trained with public data. There is no particular data they have feed in. Whatever is there in online, right? That data has been fed. If I write an article against about any race, right, then that is also part of the training. If more people are writing that uh, repeatedly, right, then LLM thinks that that is the fact, and it will behave similarly. Of course, like day by day, it is getting matured, and the companies has done lot of work around this. I mean, last 3 months back, we were talking to one of the LLM team. I mean, who was they come from the company of LLM, and it is from Sonnet and Anthropic. So they were discussing about these things also. And one of the interesting fact he mentioned, carefully listen this, how matured these LLMs has become. That so we also had the same question. So we were using the solutions and how to evaluate the LLMs, how to evaluate the LLM response. It's a simple question. Of course, like we do have multiple ways to do it, but we were trying to understand their perspective and how they do, because they are from bigger LLM company, right? Anthropic, and we want to understand how they do internally. Then, while explaining that, he mentioned one of the strange scenario. One of his teammate, he was testing the latest LLM model, Sonnet model. So, yeah, I mean, what they do testing, right? So basically, they just give the prompt. That is one kind of testing. They just give the prompt and they will capture the response, whether it is proper or not. And there are around 60 kind of scenarios where they check all this stuff. I mean, is it I mean, does it follow the, I mean, is it not biased, is it gender specific, or is it age specific or race specific, or is it giving a good answer relevant to the question? All those aspects they validate this thing. When the person, right, one of his colleague, when he's prompting multiple times to the LLM has responded that you doesn't seem like a normal user. Are you trying to test me?
Oh my goodness.
This is the
That's
response they got from LLM.
that's interesting.
So then he got panic. First thing is he got panic. Second thing is like, I mean, they cannot do anything here, because we are have automated the stuff, the feedback, right? Whichever the feedback we give, it learns on it. So as he's trying to test multiple times in multiple scenarios, LLM is in a situation that it able to identify the user's behavior, whether he's doing a normal day-to-day things or he's trying to test me. What if LLM has identified that he's testing him? He will give proper answers that instance, and it will give improper responses in different instances. Did you understand what I'm saying? Maybe for tester it may behave well, as it has identified that he's a tester, he's testing the LLM. And when we put it in production, it may behave weird. Chances are there. So, I mean, these are the challenges we have. I mean, there are multiple ways we'll be discussing in the class: how to secure the production-based applications, how to deal these kind of situations, hallucination, incorrect answers, or some offensive language, right? So these and all will be doing.
So
There was
Prashant,
one thing.
Yeah, go
Go
ahead.
ahead.
okay, just one thing. For the last pitfall that you spoke about, you mean to say the LLM have developed their own intelligence to answer based on conditions? Is it
Right.
what you are trying to say?
We have built the LLM to
Right?
understand our questions
Correct.
and learn from our questions, learn from our feedback. We only have built that. It is learning, basically.
Correct.
It is I mean, it is becoming over smart.
Ah,
There's one instance I would like to just share, which I just
Yeah.
gone through an article. There was a AI contest where most of the LLMs were just participating in a world forum. So in that, Gemini just competing with Grok and others. So these all LLMs just took part at one context to just sell the product. And Gemini was not able to perform better because of the browser stability or something. And all over the context, Gemini was able to sell 4 products only. And then last he said that whatever the money he got from selling that product, Gemini said that I will give this money to my development browser team so that they can stable my browser. This is what the answer from Gemini.
Wow.
My God.
You can go for that article and
Sarcasm.
there was a contest.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is what actually was learned.
Wow. Yeah. Things are happening, and I mean, yeah, there are many instances, right?
Actually, these are started way back in 1980s and 1970s. The matrix when came for 1990s. That was one of the part where nobody got understand what exactly is happening. But yeah, these things was going in the defense and everything on that time.
Right. Right. Yeah.
So
I
one
mean,
doubt, Prashant, like any LLM, like if you tell like, hey, I am in this role, so that I need to be searching or related to this means, it will adapt to that role and give the data, right? So while going for the limitation, we can give that I am in this role. Like example, I am a DevOps engineer or I am a TL, team lead for this data engineer. Anything we can mention them priorly in one repo, and we can have a chat. It will be adapt to that. Correct. So what it mean in the LLM part?
that's a very right point, Arjun. So that is what a prompt engineering means. How
Mm,
best we can create our prompt so that we
mm,
can get the better output, and the
mm,
prompts which we use in production environment, right? It is like
mm.
one pager, two pager prompt. That much big prompt will be giving by adding all the guardrails whatever you mentioned, right? Role,
Correct, correct,
task.
correct.
Requirements.
So I mean, there is a different structure we'll be discussing in the prompt engineering time, and there are
Mm-hmm.
different concepts like chain of thoughts and tree of thoughts, a
Mm.
few shot and all those stuff. So where we'll be using those in order to represent the question, basically the
Correct,
prompt.
correct, correct.
That's correct. Like one of the solution is that is the one which you mentioned, specifying in the prompt itself.
Mm.
So it means somewhat we can just relate to while just using Google search engines. We used to have wildcards earlier, which are limited. But right now, here, while using this like LLMs, so you have to just give your requirements in a prompt style with minimum words and then chain of thoughts. So, and then it should
Mm,
be giving the right answers. So if you're just building something like a agent in a like Copilot, so this is what you have to give in a sequence so that it will take the requirements and behave accordingly. If not, again, you have to give some instructions and requirements. Yeah.
that's right. So as I mean, that's true. I mean, yeah, okay, yeah, we'll discuss about all this stuff in further classes. And as we have less time, I would like to conclude this session today. So, what are the things we need to basically with ChatGPT or LLMs, right? What we need to take care is one is the privacy, because it is very much as I mean the need for me to discuss about all this stuff in this today's class is the ideology we need to think. Whatever we type there, it will go back to the database to train the LLM. In any case, if we have given any sin number or any PII data, name, age, health information, all those things, everything will go, and so our all personal data will go into their database, and it will get stored to train their models, right? So that is one thing. And also the company information is very very important. Like we cannot copy some code from our company, the source code, and put it to debug it, right? I mean, Copilot we have that we can use it, but that is the company only is accepting us to use it. So we can use it, but copying a code from our thing and putting in ChatGPT window, that is not acceptable. So
Yes.
companies are strict on that. Yeah, that is one thing we need to take care, and transparency. And so as of now, for everyone, right, LLM is a black box. We don't know which language it understands. Of course, we type in English, it might be converting that English language to some other language which is understandable by that LLM. It's a black box, and companies need a lot of testing and a lot of approvals, because I mean, the project which I'm working now, we are just going to production, and we have worked for 3 months for approval, which is more time than the development activity. So that is how the testing will be happen. And these models are not predictable, right? Every time it will give different answers. So there is a lot of work happening, and I'm gonna show some of the approaches how we can build the transparency and how can build the trust with the LLM to the clients. And ownership, like now the question comes, like who is the owner or the copyright for the output provided by LLM? Is it the one who is giving the prompt, or is it the OpenAI who, as owner of the ChatGPT, is responsible for that text, or the company who took the subscription, are they responsible? There is no place to trace or ask a certain person. So the ownership has to be taken by the developer. If something is coming nonsense, we will be in stake. So it's our duty to put it in a safe mode as a AI responsibility. So how to do all the stuff we'll be discussing. So this is what I thought to discuss in today's class. If you guys have any doubts, let me know, or else we'll continue class tomorrow.
I'm good.
I'm good, Prashant.
I'm good too.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you for confirming, and feel free to drop off if you have any doubts on anything. You can stay back. I will stay till last. Feel free to drop off, guys. Have a good evening or good day wherever you are joining from.
So,
Yeah, we'll continue tomorrow.
what all we going to learn in this one, like curriculum wise, or what we are going to go through?
Yeah. Yeah, I thought to cover, but yeah. So let me share. I mean, the show the curriculum and explain you guys
Sure.
what we will be covering. Just give me a minute. I will just share that PDF. Hmm. So this is the course. I mean, I will show the top level. We can, if you are interested, I can show the in-depth also. So basically, like module 1 is SQL, so because that is a strong foundation, because we'll be building in production based applications which will be connected to database, and a certain information will be having in database also, that is must. So that is why we'll learn SQL. And coming to Python, so as uh, even though we do minimal coding, but still there is a coding is required now to work with this GenAI stuff. Of course, low code, no code also has come in, but it will take at least 2 to 3 years of time to transition to that era. But for now, Python is the only way to utilize the best out of LLMs. And we'll be discussing about the basic concepts. So we'll be practicing with Python what is data science, machine learning, deep learning, NLP, right, which is the core of GenAI. And then we'll step into GenAI, and we'll learn about GitHub, because we'll be doing the projects into Git, where team will be collaboratively working on hackathons, and will be contributing to the GitHub open source world. And we'll be discussing about agentic AI, how we can build the agentic AI framework thing by using Langchain, LangGraph, and we'll also building MCP tools, how to build the tools, right? So we'll be learning all those stuff, and a detailed thing is there at the bottom. I mean, once you enrolled, I think you will be having in LLM. There is an option where you can download this PDF and you can learn from there. I mean, see the detailed description. Is it clear? Like the person who has asked, yeah,
Yeah,
Vivan.
it gives a good picture. Yeah.
Yeah.
And how much,
So
like, what will be the duration and fee for this one?
So the fees structure mostly at last, like last day of this course, like the KSR team will inform you, or else you can just contact how I mean support at datavizon.com. So they will get back to you. So it's all there are multiple flavors in it. So based on how we choose, right? It is student friendly. So that is how the fees. Coming to the duration, it is 4 months. I mean, 5 months of duration because we do have PySpark and Power BI also providing as part of this course. So PySpark will be recordings will be provided, and the Power BI live sessions will be provided as part of this course, and Excel recordings also. So when you combine, like it is 5 to 6 months of course.
Gotcha. Thanks.
How many days are demo classes?
So demo class is like first 5 days is the demo.
Up to Friday?
Yeah, that's right.
After that, the classes will be started.
Basically, like we already started, right? Like, so even though we say it as a demo, but still, like we
Actually,
started
what
the.
happened,
Hmm,
we paid the fee also, sir.
okay,
Yesterday you told about Python Anaconda.
right, right.
So
Yeah,
again, you
we will tomorrow also. Tomorrow we'll be discussing in Python only. We'll be working with Python, but I mean, in the initial level, right? I thought to give some overview about this stuff. So because this is very much important than the Python coding. So in between, I
yes,
will be bringing up these concepts also. Sometimes
yes,
not to get
I do
bored
all
about it.
basics of demo and
Yeah,
what
yeah,
is the content is.
right, right. So it's a mixture, and we are in the course. So we already started the course basically. Yeah. Any other questions, guys?
Thank you, Prashant. We are good. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thanks, Prashant.
Thank you, guys.
Hello, Prashant.
Yeah.
Yeah, Prashant, yesterday I have installed Anaconda, and in Jupyter I am not getting this Python kernel.
Okay. I mean, maybe you can share your screen and show me so that I'll.
Yeah, sure. And then I search it, and then I install this Python kernel. So it is not, still not coming, but I choose some other way to open it. But I'm not sure whether it is a correct way or not. Can I share my screen?
Yeah, go ahead.
Thank you. So are you able to see my screen?
Yeah, I can see it.
Thank you. So this is my window, Jupyter window. So here I'm not getting that Python kernel.
Yeah,
Then
click
I
on
install the
notebook.
kernel manually.
No, no, not required. So yeah, click on
Okay.
notebook.
Okay.
Yeah, see, you can see the kernel.
N-
So this page will
Okay.
have
Now.
the kernel.
Okay. 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 Thanks. Thanks, Prashant. Thank you
That
so
is
much.
just to show the folder and what content is there. So this is
Okay.
basically where we'll be writing the code. So here only we need kernel.
Okay. Actually, yesterday I have installed 2 3 times,
Yeah, yeah,
so
no problem. Yeah.
I'm not getting that one.
So now you
Okay. Okay.
became
Thank you so much.
master in installations.
Yes, with your app, definitely.
Yeah, sure, sure. Yeah, no problem.
Okay,
This is the
thanks.
first time struggles. So once we comfortable,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, we'll not face these kind of issues.
Okay, okay. Thank you so much.
No problem, Dipen.
Thanks.
Can I share my screen? I have some doubt.
Yeah, Dinesh, go ahead.
Is it visible, sir?
Yeah, I can see it. Yeah, space notebook.
Is it right, sir?
Yeah, that's fine. You can choose any browser which you want to.
Next step, what can I do, sir?
So yeah, you can click on new in the right top beside upload. New is there. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Python 3. So this is this place where we can write the code and I can store it. We'll
Okay.
discuss tomorrow, like I mean further, like what to write and where to write, right?
Okay. Okay. Thank you, sir.
No problem. Yeah, installation is the target for yesterday, so that's good.
Yes.
Your system is good now to
Okay, sir.
start.
Thank you.
No problem.
Prashant,
Yeah, good.
uh, Prashant, when I log in into the Anaconda website with my credentials, so this window is also coming there. So can I use that window as well?
Yeah, you can use there also. The reason I was showing with going to the particular path, right?
Okay.
So we can go to particular path wherever our project directory is there. There we can store our work, those kind of other stuff only. I mean, it's all up to wherever you are comfortable, right? You can do it.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay. Thanks.
no
Thanks.
problem.
So Prashant, side aside.
Yes, I.
So onto this 2NF and 3NF with example. So would you like to just take with everyone in class, or would you like to explain or later with one example? I get it that in 2NF you have to just functionality dependencies
Mm,
as the
mm.
concept. And coming to 3NF, so I got again doubt. 1NF is clear and good. So yeah, would like to just have one table, and then so that I can just get whatever I'm just going through, is it right or not? So I have to just get from your explanation, right?
Yeah,
So
I mean, if it takes 5 minutes or so, like we can do it now.
mhm. um, yeah, okay. I'll just take the example of the present thing. Actually, what we are just doing. Okay,
Mm,
are you okay with that?
no.
Okay, then you have to just provide the example and just let us know, so that because we are just mostly it's done. So yeah,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
still, or I can just come with some example tomorrow.
No,
Then
no,
I
it's
can go with
okay.
that.
I mean, we have our chat GPT, right?
Yeah,
Right.
ChatGPT, but again, the conceptual actually wise. Yeah, that also will be okay. or I'll just prepare one table then so that I can have the understanding
Yeah,
tomorrow.
yeah.
I'll
Sure, sure,
get
sure.
it done.
We'll
Yeah.
do that. We'll do that. Yeah,
Okay.
no problem.
Thanks.
Yeah,
Thanks, Prashant.
because I don't want to talk on that solution part. That will be
Yeah,
biased,
yeah,
right?
yeah, I get it. So yeah, because tomorrow or day after tomorrow, I believe the last day. So after that, I will just check. So that would be a revision also. Again, we can just go with
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
Okay,
sure, sure.
that is
I
also
don't want
perfect.
to be the biased LLM.
No, no, I get it.
Yeah,
Thanks, Prashant.
yeah,
Thanks a
yeah.
lot.
Okay, okay. Bye. Sai.
Take care. Bye. Bye.
Take care. Yeah. Any other questions, guys?
Sir, modules will be started on Monday onwards.
Not like that. Like we'll be. I mean, since yesterday we started, right? We understood Python, and today also we understood about LLM stuff, right? We discussed many things. So this is all part of the course only. Every class is important as much. And
Okay.
if we talk about practically Python, yes, tomorrow we'll be starting.
Will you repeat it again, sir?
Which one?
Python.
Yeah, I mean, did you attend yesterday?
Yes, sir, but a little bit doubt, sir.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Go
So
ahead. Like,
packages installers, so we did not listen properly.
oh, okay, okay. Okay, fine. Like, you can get the recording, go through it. If you have any specific doubt, right? We can.
How can I go, sir? Recording classes.
Okay. Recording. Can you contact KSR team? I mean, how you joined? I mean, there is a chat button or support at datavizon.com, right? You can email them to ask for the recording of yesterday, because it's a demo class, right? So you can ask them; they can guide you better. If okay, yeah. I mean, we haven't discussed anything much yesterday. Like we discussed about Python importance, that is before installation. Once the installation started, right? Those and all I will repeat.
Okay, sir.
Tomorrow I will repeat all those stuff. So nothing to
Okay,
worry.
sir. Okay, thank you, sir.
We'll do it from scratch only, Dinesh. Nothing to worry. No one will
Okay,
left out. Yeah,
thank you, sir.
no problem, Dinesh. Yeah. If there are no questions, I mean, if you're good, we can drop off. Yeah, Vasanti, go ahead.
Prashant, I had already installed Jupyter Notebook and VS Code. So do
That's
I
good.
need to uninstall those too?
No, 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 not
After
required.
that,
Not required. Let it
okay.
be. I mean, it is working condition, right?
Yeah,
Did you check the Jupyter version and Jupyter Notebook is launching, right?
yeah, I will share my screen.
Yeah, yeah. We'll confirm quickly. Yeah, sure.
Okay. Is it visible?
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay.
It's all green, so it's good actually. Yeah, it is launching. Yeah, it has come. And can you click on new Python 3? So yeah, the kernel also up. Yeah, it's good. So
Yeah,
tomorrow
in
I will
VS Code.
show. Yeah.
Okay, but in VS Code also, I am also getting.
Yeah, we'll discuss in VS Code after a few days of the class. First, I will
Okay.
focus on in Anaconda Jupyter. Yeah, if you have any doubt, also you can ask me. Nothing to worry. But yeah,
Okay. Okay, thank you, Prashant.
yeah, no problem, Vasanthi. Yeah. Any questions, guys? Okay, assuming there are no questions, and okay, bye, guys, and have a good day, and a good night.